TJ Hunt is cooked. Pack your bags. There's going to be a crazy auction for all his cars. I'll pick up a couple of them. You know, I'll give him $100 or something for one or two of them. But yeah, he's cooked. Ford's got him on his radar. Done for. Okay, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but he's not in the best of waters right now. Now, let me make this clear from the get-go. I do not represent him. Obviously, I do not work with him. I know him very little. And so this isn't like any insider scoop, nothing behind the scenes. And also, everything here is allegedly. So I could be wrong because, again, I haven't spoke with the guy. So don't come after me, Mr. Blue Badge. I do like your cars. I have a couple of them. So please don't come after me. Also, TJ Hunt, if you want to send me one of those kits, I will gladly put it on my girlfriend's Mustang. She still has it. And we will do something cool with it. Anyways, if you guys don't know TJ Hunt, I don't know where you've been, but TJ Hunt is a very, very large automotive influencer. Yes, surprisingly, somehow larger than me. Don't know how it's possible, but well, he's got a couple cool cars here and there. That being said, he recently revealed one of his Street Hunter designs for the new S650 Mustang. And it looks oddly similar to the Mustang GTD. Now, I don't necessarily think this is a bad thing, but obviously Ford does. Now, if you guys know the Mustang is supposed to be a super cost-effective, everyman day sports car. That's the whole point of the Mustang. That's why people complain about the interiors being cheap and plasticky, calculator screen, stuff like that. Well, the point of the car is so you can get into a sports car for very cheap. That is the whole point of why Ford builds the Mustang. So quit crying about it. That being said, Ford recently unveiled the Ford Mustang GTD, which is this beautiful Porsche killer right here. Well, you yet to see if it's a Porsche killer, but I mean, it is very, very racetrack inspired. It's got a swan neck wing. It's got like a full carbon fiber body, crazy suspension. It's a $300,000, $400,000 car, probably plus markup. We're looking at probably $500,000 for a Mustang, which is insane. But a lot of people, probably including TJ Hunt, really like how this Mustang looks. It kind of sucks that you go from the base S650 to a dark horse, which in my opinion is well overpriced, to a GTD, which is the price of a goddamn house. Everyman Mustang, excuse me? No thank you. And it also sucks because you know people that buy this car, they're probably not going to push it. There's going to be the few, don't get me wrong, there's going to be the few that are actually out there driving this thing, but we are probably never going to see one of these unless you pull up to a Cars and Coffee and it's trailered there. So it is sad that Ford cooked so well, but overcooked it a little bit, made it $300,000. Now, Street Hunters is TJ Hunt's company. They make beautiful wide body kits. Some people say they're a little bit too much going on, but I think they're a nice, tasteful alternative to the lame and overdone, you know, Rocket Bunny and Pandem kits and stuff that we've seen all the time. They recently unveiled the S650 kit, and it's a pretty good looking kit. I do see what people say by there's a lot of vents all over it. You got fender vents, hood vents, rear quarter panel vents, louver vents, you got a trunk vent. I mean, there's a lot of vents. Now, on the GTD, you have those vents, but this is a $300,000 race car, in which case I guarantee every single one of these vents is doing something. On the Street Hunter kit, well, yeah, it's a little rice. I'm just going to say it's just a little rice. Got to give my 2 cents where it matters. I do think it's a good looking kit though. TJ Hunt, send me one, please. I will bolt it on right now. Anywho, I don't even know what his kits go for. How much do his kits go for? I mean, obviously I don't have any of the cars that he's made kits for before, so I've never even looked. It'd probably be comparable to the Mark V Super kit, right? $7,400, that's not bad. What about the C8 Corvette kit? $6,000. I honestly don't think these are bad prices. Now, are they made out of fiberglass or are they a polymer? What are they made out of? Oh, so you can choose some things. Oh no, this is what it includes. FRP or carbon fiber front lip, front fenders with carbon fiber inserts, rear flares. Quality, what is it made out of? Made out of a bunch of different shit. That's pretty much what I got from reading this thing. Anything from FRP to 3D printed stuff to carbon fiber. So, I don't think it's a bad price. TJ Hunt, send me one. Let it sneak out the back door or something. I will take it to every Cars and Coffee known to man. Now, one thing that you don't have to worry about catching a lawsuit over is simply carbon fiber. Simply Carbon Fiber makes an array of carbon fiber products for your everyday stuff, ranging from sleek, simplified wallets to carbon fiber phone cases. We have some forged carbon fiber right here, or you can go with the classic weave. If you want a different color, they have that as well. And what they always have is a sale going on. Right now, they have a 25% off Halloween sale. It ends very soon. So pick up some carbon fiber, knock the Christmas shopping out of the way early, and get your loved ones some Simply Carbon Fiber. There's something for everyone there. Spoil yourself, spoil your girlfriend, spoil whoever. Anyways, Simply Carbon Fiber, thank you for sponsoring this video. Let's get back to it. Anyways, Ford pretty much slapped TJ Hunt in the face with their schlong with a lawsuit, or a potential lawsuit, also banning them, not banning them, but maybe having them forbidden from bringing the car to SEMA. I don't know if they contacted SEMA and said no to them, because I mean, the car's not for sale yet, like the kit. So I don't see how they can really tell them to not allow the kit to come to SEMA. But I guess SEMA is like displaying stuff and, you know, potential sales. And if it's at a Street Hunter booth, I could totally see that. Somehow, at least, you know, some lawyer jargon will probably make that stuff apply. But I do think that is a pretty weak move on Ford's face. If Ford is really worried about some made-at-home kit, then is their GTD car all that special? I don't know. Obviously, we're just comparing aesthetic and stuff like that. The Ford GTD is a crazy engineering marvel, but they seem to be a little jelly of the kit. I don't know. They seem to be a little offended. Now, that being said, there is heavy inspiration coming from the GTD to the Street Hunter kit. I mean, if we just compare panel by panel, let's look at this car right here. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, look at the fenders. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 slits in the fender, Street Hunter kit. 1, 2, 3. We got 3 slits in the fender on the Street Hunter kit. We got 2 giant, you know, U-shaped hood ducts with 2 hood pins. 2 giant shaped U-ducts with hood pins. Hood's damn near the same. Front bumper. I know the GTD doesn't have little block-off plates on the side, and then it has this little like mustache thing up here. And then you see here we got the block-off plates with the little mustache. We also have these little divots in the upper grille. Headlights, they're probably still just OEM headlights. I don't think they're special. Let's go to the rear quarter panels. Now the GTD is obviously a molded wide body kit. That is a built-in feature from Ford. They're not going to rivet on some wide body kit. That would be pretty tacky. This is obviously riveted on because it's aftermarket, but you still have the same overall styling plus the little rear quarter duct there. You have the rear quarter duct here. Now here's where things get a little muddy. I took a couple law classes in college, and I also know from another buddy that's been sued over, how would I word this? My bad. No, he was the one doing the suing, actually. So I've seen it on the other end. Pretty much someone stealing his product. It wasn't car related. It was actually for paintball. Completely different story. Regardless, though, someone stole his idea. He had already patented it. He was already selling them. But they took his version, modified it slightly, and was selling it. So he sued them. And unless things have changed, I believe you have to change a design. It's either 10 to 15% for you to claim it as your own, which is very small if you think about it, 10 or 15%. Now to like what they're measuring, if they're talking about measuring literal millimeters or if they're talking about just overall design aesthetics or just different changes, I have no idea. But 10 to 15% has always been a number that has stuck with me from that lawsuit that I remember years ago. So that being said, is there enough changes in the Street Hunter kit to protect TJ Hunt and Street Hunters from a potential lawsuit? And that's where it gets a little fishy. That's where it gets really fishy. Because if you look at these two kits, I mean, to somebody that doesn't know cars, they're going to not think that there is a single difference other than color. They are very, very similar. If we look at the rear end as well, nice big diffuser, pretty much 2 little pockets with sub pockets. Nice big diffuser, 2 pockets with also sub pockets. The exhausts have shifted a little bit. The trunk on the GTD is also vastly different. Obviously, he's working with an OEM trunk, so that's what he can do there. But that's where the question comes, is did he change it enough to protect his ass, or did he literally you can copy my homework, but make it look a little different type shit. It's a difficult question because honestly, from an outside perspective, as much as I do like the Street Hunter design, it's a fucking GTD Mustang, man. That is pretty damn close to it. There are changes. He added some louvers. There's a duck tail. There's no giant swan neck. The little duct on the rear quarter is also different as well. It might not actually lead anywhere, which would be smart on his end. But you also have the little block-off plates up front. But I mean, literally, this looks like a GTD front end and a GTD hood and a GTD fenders, and it looks like a GTD. I don't know why he didn't try shifting it a little bit more. Like, even removing the rear duct would have been a step in the right direction. Because on the GTD, I'm sure it goes to like a brake duct or something, or it's cooling something, maybe the differential. This, it ain't doing jack shit, so I would have just removed that from the get-go. I would have maybe just made this smaller, maybe just do the top part up here, cut it off right here. I'm sure you could have redesigned the hood a little bit to protect your ass. But ultimately, I think the target audience for this car, allegedly, from my perspective, is people that want their Mustang to look like the GTD without spending $300,000. Genius idea. Except for the fact that Ford will probably not let that slide. If you want the GTD, you're probably going to have to buy the GTD. It's a tricky situation. Like, it's honestly a really hard conundrum. And this isn't usually like Ford. Like, I feel like Ford is usually pretty loosey-goosey. Like, they're not Ferrari. But I think that they must have some good reasoning behind slapping him with their schlong. I don't know. It's a tricky situation. I'm still open. TJ Hunt, send me that kit. I'll let you know how it fits. I'll let you know what the people in LA think about it. Honestly, if he sent the kit, I would force Mammy and I'd go in with her and like buy like a Whipple or a twin turbo kit or something and just make this thing fucking badass, because she is still like on the verge of getting rid of it. No, we were not clickbaiting, by the way. She is seriously about to get rid of it, but she just like is hard to let go of it because she likes it, but she just never drives it. But this would make her drive it. She would get rid of her Lexus for this kit. This thing would be daily driven street hunters. That would be fucking sick. Yeah, it's pretty bad when all of the news articles regarding this thing, like from Car Buzz and Car Scoop, says Street Hunter previews the cheap way to get the Mustang GTD. You don't need $325K for a Mustang that looks just like the GTD. You see what I'm saying? I bet these news articles didn't help your case at all. It's an interesting thing. I guess we'll have to see what happens. He did take the car to Vegas, not for SEMA, but he's going to try to display it somewhere, get in touch with some locals, host a crazy car meet or something. So it's probably a great looking car if it looks anything like the renders and all of these pre-images. I guarantee it's a beautiful car. It's a smart move on TJ Hunt to try to tap into that market, but I don't think Ford is going to let that slide. So we'll have to see what happens. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below. Would you buy the GTD if you had the money, or would you buy the Mustang and throw a Street Hunter kit on it? Let me know your thoughts down below. Subscribe. Good luck, TJ Hunt. Hopefully they just give you a little slap on the wrist and tell you to just shift a couple things around. But who knows? Maybe you'll win and you won't have to do anything. Anyways, guys, let me know. Subscribe. And until next video, peace.